Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about placing assets in Adobe InDesign. We've placed in other programs as well, but of course, everything in Adobe InDesign is just a little different. So I want to go through the basics with you today so that you have a really good understanding of how to get all of your files placed while you're working on a document. First, one of the things that we have the ability to do is, of course, place images. This is something that you can do. You can do all sorts of different ways, and we're just going to talk about the different ways we do those, and I'm going to show you all the different options. The other thing that you have the ability to do is to place text into InDesign. You don't have to copy and paste. You can literally source a text file, a Word document, anything like that, and import in your text as well as images. First, let's talk about how we place images. First, I can start by going to the File menu, and I, of course, can go to Place. I can locate my images, which I've given you a file of stuff that you can use for today. Jane Austen is my favorite writer, so that's the reason I've chosen Jane. And I've given you just a series of objects. So I'm going to go ahead and place this picture, and I'm going to click Open. And it doesn't automatically drop it in like we're used to. And what it does is it puts this little preview here so that you are able to place it where you want it. I want you to see the behavior though when I click. When I click, it gives the full image. The full image goes in. It doesn't matter what size I wanted it to be, it's going to come in the size it actually is. So I actually am going to hold this down and I'm going to resize my frame here, holding down shift to make sure it does in proportion. And then later we're going to get to this. You have the ability to refit your image. So I'm going to do fitting and I'm going to say fit content proportionately so that I can see my whole image. The other way we have the ability to do is I can drag my images in. I accidentally closed my folder down, so let me get back to where I was. There we go. So one of the things I also can do is I can just drag and drop into the software. Now it's going to go inside whatever the frame is that I have. I can drop into, I'll put a frame right here. I can drop into this frame if I want to. I also can just drag and drop into the program anywhere and it will place it anywhere that I want it, the same way it works from the menu. Personally, I prefer to go ahead and have my frames set up and ready to go. I just think that's a better use of our time and then we don't have to worry about it. Now, one of the things hopefully you should notice on yours is that this link is now broken for me. So I am going to fix this and make sure that it is still broken. Sorry, mine, it was broken and I accidentally undid what I did. So it moved my, my little image here back. There it goes. Now it's broken. You'll see I have a little question mark. Now, once you double click on this, what you're going to be able to do is relocate your broken file. Now, we in this program have the ability to replace these images. So here's my source image. I moved it out of its folder so the program can no longer find it. So I'm going to just click open and I'm going to replace it and re-link it. And now I have this little I call it a paperclip, a link option. Now, you do not have this image on your computer anywhere. So you're going to have to place it first, and you can source any one of these Jane Austen images I gave you or any other image just to show me that you can replace it with something else. The next set of activities is actually placing text from a file. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself a frame here to place into. I'm going to click on this and have it selected, and then I'm going to say File, Place. And just like I did with the images, this time I'm going to choose a Word document. Now, I've given you the first chapter of Jane Austen's masterpiece, in my opinion, Pride and Prejudice, and you can see that it automatically inserted the text. I'm going to drag this frame bigger so that you can see it's all in here, which is awesome if you have a lot of text and you don't want to have to copy. Maybe it's a 20-page document. Here's a great way to import all of that in. The other thing you have the ability to do is to do more than one at a time. So let's do File, Place again. And this time I'm going to choose Pride and Prejudice and Mansfield Park. I gave you both, my two favorites. And you're going to see I get this little icon. And if you look closely, I don't know if it doesn't get bigger, there's a number 2. And I can see where it says the beginning of my Mansfield Park by Jane Austen chapter 1. It's really, really little. I'm going to click once, and then I've still got my little icon here, and then I'm going to click a second time, and now I've got a text box with both of the files. The other option you can do is you can click and hold down your arrow key, and it'll go ahead and place both at the same time. All I did was hit my right arrow key and it placed both at the same time. So this is great if you have a lot of images that you want to place quickly. The nice thing is these are all both connected and I can change them, resize them, do anything I want to do with them once I'm all said and done. Now, if you zoom out, you're going to see they're quite large. So I'm just going to scale those down and move them to show that when I get done with this, that I can turn them in. Okay. Just like you can do 2 files of Word documents at once, you can also do multiple image files. I don't have an activity on here, but you can also do images and text files at the same time. Lots and lots of different fun things. So I'm going to go to Place. I'm going to select these 4 images that I haven't used yet, and I'm going to click Open. So again, I have the ability to do click, 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 click at one time. Or I can arrow over while I click 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there they all go in their own separate box. Now they're down here, they're quite large, so I'd have to rearrange them. There it is, or not large, the box for this one is large. You can also right click and do your fitting, fill frame proportionately, and there it goes. That one is super blurry, sorry about that. And start finding all of my images. So you can also, again, do fit frame to content, and then there it is. So now, again, you don't have to worry about placing all of your images one at a time. Make sure that before you turn this in, all of your images are not like all at the bottom and you can see them and it's clear that you did the activity the way we wanted it to be. I don't even care if you do it like this where you say fit content proportionally so I can see a little bit of your image and just kind of pull it up. Hopefully this has taught you a couple of neat little tricks in order to place your assets very effectively, very quickly into Adobe InDesign. Hope everybody has a great day. Make sure you save your file as last name, first name, period, and today it's placing assets and turn it in. Thanks, and don't forget to follow the channel. Bye.